paid $110 to the board of nursing, and then $200 to person view, and then $100 for background check.
This that roll myself a day and count my figure shit. This that stepping out, I feel like I'm that nigga shit. I drop 30 on this room, we ain't gon' sleep for shit. If I catch you now.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Shanley. Today I'm going to be talking about my nCLEX PN experience. You guys, let's just cut right into it. Your girl graduated in October of 2020, and let's just say nursing school took a mental toll on me. Like, I don't know what happened to me, but I don't know, I wasn't me. Okay, so yeah, like the nursing homes and stuff, like the clinicals were depressing, and I was like, felt like, you know, whatever, I'm not gonna say nothing negative, but it was depressing. So anyways, I graduated, and we didn't get our ATTs. We were required to do 1 month of nCLEX training through our school. So then they released our ATTs the first week of December. So now they give us our ATTs. I buy UWorld. I cannot even sit down and, you know, answer 2 questions. I'm just not mentally there. So January comes, still have not put a date, still haven't paid my $200. Because, you know, it's $200, paid $110 to the board of nursing, and then $200 to person view, and then $100 for background check. Girl, let's just start calculating how much money I spent. So $110 plus the $200 on UWorld plus the $200 to person view. That's already like $500. So then, you know, I felt like, oh, and then I ended up getting COVID at the end of the January. So during that time of me having COVID, by the grace of God, like, it was a baby COVID that I had. You know, I was able to function, but I still, you know, could still feel like, you know, something was wrong with me, but I was able to function. And that during that time, I was out of work for a month. I could have used that time to study for the test, but I decided to just, you know, pour into my YouTube channel, and it was great. It was great. But then I was like, months are passing by. It's March. I wanted to pass before my birthday. Didn't even happen. My friend ended up you know, passing, and, you know, things were just happening. You know, my grandfather was in and out of the hospital. He was on oxygen. I was taking care of him, giving him his meds, since, you know, we had COVID in January, and now it's April. Things are still happening, but now it's April, and I'm just like, my friend passed, you know, and I was like, I already told her we was gonna buckle down. Like, she was buckling down, but for some reason I just couldn't, like, you know, because of what was going on. And so I paid $200 for Ramar nursing. Just did 3 modules, like $200 for Ramar. So how much is that now? $700. Then I had to renew my UWorld for another $100. So I'm already at $700 that I just poured down the drain, minus the things that I needed to pay for it. No, $800 already. Yeah. So anyways, when my friend passed, she was telling me, she was like, girl, you can do it. And I was like, you know what, you know, I was about to renew UWorld again because my UWorld was expiring, because I bought it in like March, and it was supposed to be done in April. I was supposed to be tested already. It didn't test, and it was expiring, but hers was renewed till, like, you know. So I just, you know, we shared that account, and like, by the grace of God, I kept refreshing. In a couple of days I was like, you know, I'm gonna take this test this month. I kept refreshing, you know, the person view website. Lo and behold, the site that's next to my house had an availability, so I put in it for that day, May 27th, and I studied. I mean, I didn't really study that hard, but I did answer some questions, and I seen some kind of ways, like, I was getting simple questions wrong by just not reading the answers properly. But I was answering really good on the select alls. Like, I'm not really scared of select alls. Like, I'm not scared of them. So then I was doing good. So I studied a couple, understood a couple things. Didn't really finish UWorld. All I did was finish the adult health portion. Didn't really look at neuro or the ortho. I just can't do those things. Like what is it called? Musculoskeletal. I just can't deal with that. So I finished. Yeah, I did every section of adult health. Then I was doing like, you know, fundamentals, like, you know, safety precautions and stuff like that. So I didn't really finish UWorld. I didn't finish Remar. And the day came for me to take the test. My boyfriend comes and picks me up. I wake up an hour early, you know. Oh, the day before that test, I went and bought the Pearson VUE practice test for $150. So where are we now? UWorld $200. Remar $200. Renewed UWorld again for $100. So that's $500. And then got that thing for another $150. So that's like $650 on unnecessary crap. UWorld was alright, but like I said, I didn't even use it the first time. So anyways, I take that test, and you know, it's looking good. 58%. When I bought UWorld for the $200 UWorld, it comes with 2 exams and 1 question bank. My question bank expired, but I used one of the exams. Then I used another exam like that was just there for like 5 months. I did not use it because I didn't open it. So I used that the day before I took the test on May 26th, and you know, it said I had like a high chance of passing. So lo and behold, the next day I wake early. This boy can pick me up. He's driving me to the place, and I have diarrhea. Like, I feel like I needed to, you know, I was about to defecate on myself. I'm like, I'm confident, but then I'm just like, dang, you know, but it's not life or death. You know, you can always redeem yourself. So then I go inside. There's just this one girl there. Yeah, there's just this one girl there. She's just standing right in front of the door like a weirdo. Like, anyways, it was just me and her that was there actually 30 minutes early. And then everybody else came trickling in after 8 o'clock, which was so weird to me. But to each his own. And they probably was coming from far anyways. So, after that, the door opens, they scan your palm, they give your ID. You have to do this in front of the camera so they can see you don't have anything on you, and take your glasses off, put your glasses on the thing to make sure your glasses don't have some type of chip in it to give you the answers. I had to lock my phone away, and I actually used the restroom. I used the restroom, came back, and the lady, I had to do that thing again. Took out all my pockets, little pocket, big pocket. So, you know, they have like these social distancing things to stand on a circle. And then she sat me down and literally, like, she was like, good start. And my heart was just like, boop, 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 boop. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, I thought you was confident. Listen, one thing I always doubt myself, but I know I can do it. So anyways, like, answering the questions, like, what the are they talking about? I'm just trying my best. I'm literally analyzing each word. I'm using the cursor of my mouse to read the question. Using the cursor of my mouse and going through each answer. So I do that. And time is going by, and it's like an hour goes by, and I only did 25 questions. And I was like, Shanley, you gotta speed this up a little bit. So I started speeding it up, but I'm just like, make sure you're still using your cursor, because I seen on UWorld when I was using my cursor to actually focus, I was getting the questions right back to back. So I was like, I have a technique, let me just use my technique. So that's what I did. And I could tell the computer was going, like, was trying me. I could tell by the type of questions they were giving me. I could tell when I got a question wrong. I felt like I could tell. So I was like, let me redeem myself, because one thing the director at my school, at my practical nursing school, said was to answer each question like it's your, like, this is the reason why you want it, like life and death, like that's going to determine if you get your license. Answer each question like that. So that's what I was doing. And another professor, she literally told me, like, other students could hear her talking. And I noticed that when I was studying as well. Most of the things that the people at my school were saying, those were the answers to the questions. Like, they're not just talking for no reason. So, and I'm a weirdo like that. I actually pay attention to what people say that I'm supposed to be paying attention to. Like, my classmates, I never paid attention to what the heck they were saying, but the people that's teaching me, yeah, I'm gonna listen. Some teachers, I'm not gonna say all, some teachers, I was listening to what they were saying. So anyways, I was like, you know what, Shanley, focus. Like, usually using my cursor. And then that's when I was like at 60 something questions and taking my time. I was like, oh, I'm almost at the magic 75. Like, I'm almost at the magic 75. So then I see some people, when I got to 70, this other girl that was there to take her RN exam, she actually got up and she left. I'm thinking that, you know, she probably did her RN exam in 75 questions for sure. So a lot of people started getting out and leaving the exam room. A lot of people were there for respiratory or their RN exam, and I was there for PN. So, and then after that, yeah, I got to 75, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna answer this, and I could see the little thing. So anyways, I could see the computer. It was like we're doing this weirdo refreshing thing while I was getting to 75. And I was just like, you know what, focus, girl, focus. So when I got to 76, I was like, you know what, you gonna be here until 145 questions. And you just gonna sit here until 145 questions. So I'm like, I'm prepared to sit here for 4 hours. You know, at this point, I'm only like an hour and a half into the exam, or an hour and 45 minutes into the exam. So then, after that, I get to 85 questions. I click it and the computer, it closes. I'm like, oh shoot. I'm not even expecting that, because like I told myself, you're going to be here for 4 hours. You're going to do the whole 145 questions. And then it turns off at 85 questions. I'm like, what? Girl, it's either you bomb this or you really passed. But I was neutral. I didn't know if I passed or if I failed. I left the test feeling kind of defeated, but like I said, shit, you know. Like, so then after that, I was like, waiting for my ride to come pick me up. Just like, yo, I really don't know. And then I just really wanted to do the Pearson VUE trick so bad, but I didn't have any card information to import to my phone. And I'm just Googling, can people pass on 85 questions? What does this mean? Googling. Like, girl, you need to calm down. So then I get home, and it's about to be an hour into the exam, and they actually email me. A lot of people say you have to wait till they email you. So I was emailed, and I waited an hour after I finished the exam. By the time I got home, because I went, out to eat or whatever, and I got the good pop-up, and I was like, okay, great. But then, some people still get the good pop-up and they end up with the bad pop-up. So then I did it like 3 hours later, 4 hours later. I keep doing it. I'm getting the good signs. I was like, you know what? As long as I wait until 8 o'clock the next day, I will know for sure if I passed. And lo and behold, I woke up at 6, refreshing, didn't see anything. Board of Nursing still said results pending. 7:15 refreshing, 7:30 refreshing, nothing. So I'm like, you know what, let me grab my computer so I can see on my computer. And it's like 7:44. I log into my computer and it says license expiring 2023. I said, oh my god. Oh my god. So then I click and I go to the results part and it's like pass. I'm like, oh god. First thing I do is send it to my family group chat. Then I called my classmate that, you know, helped me literally like a year, 6 months. This girl's been helping me throughout this whole journey. Like some days I couldn't even help her because I didn't know what I was doing, but sis was just literally the only person I really spoke to. Like literally, like God bless. And yeah, I told her and she was like, I told you. And I was like, yang, like really, like that's it, all these months. And I'm just beating myself up like, girl, you're a lazy bum. Why haven't you taken the NCLEX? But like I said, I was not mentally prepared. I knew I knew my ish, but I always doubt myself. I guess I'm just in a state of mind where I'm not really doubting myself, but more of like, you know, I have to doubt myself. So I know when I doubt myself, I know I'm like 99, 95% there, but I still gotta tell me that I'm 50% there. Even if I'm 95% there, I'm gonna tell myself I'm 75% there. So by the grace of God, your girl is a licensed practical nurse, and I'm just so grateful to the school that I did go to. It was great. The school was awesome. I would totally recommend it. I just don't recommend you listening to people when they tell you nursing school is hard. Like, of course you got to put work in, like duh, like obviously you got to put work in, but the part where they're just like people just, I let people play in my head, and that wasn't, it's like, girl, Shanley, that is not you. Because I was so serious. Like I tell y'all, I always beat myself up. I would tell myself I'm 25% there and I'm 75% there. That's just me. So I make sure I'm prepared, like for projects and stuff. Like I would doubt myself, but people would literally, like, some teachers would literally play in your head. But you know, I learned a lot of information from these people. I'm not gonna lie, the way they keep repeating things, like, and it stuck. So I'm just so grateful I went to this school. I didn't have to pay for school. I literally went through a grant. If you live in Florida, you know there's a grant that actually helps. I don't know if it's still here or not, but I didn't pay for school. I have a license. I don't have any student debt, and I'm just grateful to God. And I just hope the same opportunities arise for me as I go into my nursing career, my nursing journey, and yeah, go to a great school, meet really great professors that are supportive and are putting out the right information, like, period. And yeah, then I'm debt free after. So yeah, I'm actually not really mad that I went this route, although I've been out of school for 4 years now. June 6th will actually be 4 years that I graduated from high school. So I don't have a bachelor's degree, but I do have my associate's. So when I do end up getting my bachelor's in nursing, I already have most of the classes done, you know, that are required or whatever of me. All I have to do is get into a nursing program. But if you live in my area, you know the nursing program is really competitive. But if you want to go to Atlantic Technical College, I 100% really do think you should go there. Just follow directions, listen. If it's something that you really want, man, just listen to the teachers. You're there for so long, and your phone is not, you're not even supposed to have your phone on you. So what are you doing besides listening to the teacher? I don't understand. Listen to the teacher. Even if you're not talking to them, listen to the teacher. You know, I do believe that online worked. Online was really good. I like I told you guys, I'm gonna do a separate video on my experience at the school for people that want to watch that, because I mean, I already told you it's a great school, but it's just like, oh, what I did, what happened to me. because we actually had to be transitioned online, because I told you guys I graduated October 2020, and I'm just so happy that, you know, the date wasn't pushed back on me graduating, because where I'm at mentally right now, I'm just so happy, and I feel like everything's on God's timing. But that was a long ass break that I took. I did start focusing on my YouTube channel, but I don't think I'm ever gonna take a long break like that. Like, you know, thank God I have parents where I could just lay in the bed all day and the bills are paid. After this, man, I'm gonna start working as an LPN. You know, more money, more opportunity, you know, to be on your own or whatever the case may be. I don't know if I would ever, you know, I had my foot on the gas pedal. This mental rejuvenation was much needed, and I'm so grateful that I was able to have it. So 6 months post graduation, I passed my practical nursing exam. Whatever, it is what it is. I got the license now. Peace.